Hey, I'm Nathan here at CBI Off-Road and Princeton Design Studios. Today we want to talk about how to build an Overland Tundra. We're going to use our Tundra and show you all the tips and tricks and what it takes to have an awesome Overland vehicle. Alright, so let's start at the front of the Tundra. Why would you want to replace your factory bumper? Well, on the Tundra there's a lot of reasons. There's a ton of low-hanging plastic that really inhibits any off-road travel. So our bumper is going to be a huge improvement as far as approach angle, plus it's going to give you a lot of added protection. We offer the bumper in steel and in aluminum. Both are significantly stronger than the factory plastic, and both are going to provide that same added protection and ground clearance. You also are going to have the opportunity to mount a winch for recovery situations in your front bumper. You can mount up to a 12,000 pound winch, and we have 2 recovery points that are built into the front of the bumper for any recovery situation. As you can see on our bumper, we've got a ton of lighting options. So you can upgrade your factory fog lights to an aftermarket LED that's going to give you a little more spread and usable light. We also have a 30-inch light bar mount and top-mounted lights. Along the lines of lighting, we have also incorporated the factory sensor mounts, which is a great feature. A lot of these Tundras have these front sensors on them, so those are included in the bumper package. And you can utilize the factory skid plates if you'd like with our bumper. That being said, the factory skid plates are very minimal and aren't going to provide a great amount of protection. So that's another great area where you can upgrade your Tundra for overland travel. We make our skid plates in steel and in aluminum. The steel is going to be a great option if you're really going to be abusing your truck and hitting a lot of rock crawling and rocky areas. If you want a ton of added protection but to maintain the lightweight nature of aluminum, then we offer our aluminum skid plate. All of our skid plates are completely bolt-on. They all have our drainage points so that you're not going to have that suction effect going through mud or water, and they're going to be a sleek way to protect the underside of your truck and really the valuable components on the vehicle. Alright, so moving forward from the front of the vehicle, that brings us to the cab. I want to talk about our ditch light brackets. Our ditch light brackets are an awesome way to add auxiliary lighting to your Tundra. One of the best things about a ditch light bracket is you can mount lights up on the A-pillars and you can shine them out at about a 45-degree angle to the side of the vehicle, and it really opens up the spread of light coupled with the front bumper lighting to make it very usable and functional for off-road travel. We also have our Princeton roof rack on the Tundra. It's another great option to really be able to store all the gear that you're going to be taking on your travels and your overland trips, and to mount any gear or recovery gear that you may need. Our Princeton rack is super low profile. It really form fits to the vehicle. It's made of aluminum, including the crossbars, so there's no rust or corrosion that you need to worry about. Our crossbars have the Princeton drop points integrated into them, so it's very simple and easy to mount any accessory to the roof rack. Not to mention the rack is completely modular, so you can change position on crossbars. You can really set it up to fit your needs. We've also incorporated accessories like our load panels that allow you to mount max tracks or roto packs or all kinds of other accessories. There's a lot of mounting points built into them. And the rack just makes a very functional overland vehicle because you can add all that gear and accessories to your truck. The next thing I want to talk about is rock sliders. Rock sliders are a super important component to a Tundra. The Tundra's big, it's long. Chances are you're going to be rubbing and scraping on rocks or cresting over hills and things like that, and so the rock sliders are going to protect you. Our rock sliders are completely bolt-on. You don't have to do any drilling or modification of the frame. For the Tundra, we've incorporated not only into our rock sliders the strength of the slider itself, but top plates which allow you to use the rock slider as a step. And that's going to do 2 things. It's going to allow you to get in and out of your lifted truck a lot easier, and it's going to give you an entire platform basically between the wheel wells where you can access your roof rack and any accessories or gear that you have there. All right, so we've moved to the rear of the truck now. We want to talk about storage options over the bed. We offer a bed rack option, which creates tons of usability for the bed area of the truck. We offer our bed rack in 2 different heights, a cab height and a roof rack height. So if you're running our Prinsu rack and you want a complete platform from the cab clear through the bed, then you can do that. Cab height's gonna lower the tent a little bit, make it a little more aerodynamic for travel. The other thing with our bed rack that you want to keep in mind is we've incorporated a ton of mounting options on each side of the bed rack. So you can mount things like Rotopacks or Max Tracks or other gear, even bicycles. With our bicycle mounts, you can do that. You can mount stuff on the outside and the inside, and all of our crossbars on the bed rack are set up with mounting points as well. So if you're not going to mount a rooftop tent, then you can mount other accessories or even gear mounts like for bikes and kayaks and that kind of stuff. Our bed rack doesn't require any modification to the bed. It's completely bolt-on. Very simple, easy install, so you can remove it, take it out if you need to use your truck for a different reason. It's a great option to carry and accessorize your truck for overland travel. The other thing to keep in mind if you want a low profile option is we do offer our Overland bed bars, which put a rooftop tent about even with the cab height of the truck and make it totally streamlined and aerodynamic for highway travel. Okay, let's talk about wheels and tires and suspension. Suspension is another great thing that's super important for your overland build. We run Icon vehicle dynamic suspension on all of our trucks. An important thing to remember is the remote reservoir. A lot of us aren't necessarily jumping our trucks and getting really wild with them for overland travel, but we're traveling down a lot of rough washboard roads, and that extra oil in the reservoir will keep your shock cool and keep your sills from bursting and anything like that, and your shock and suspension will perform much better. Great thing with the Icon suspension as well is their CDC valving, so you can adjust the compression, which is also nice, so you can vary it to the terrain that you're driving on. Good solid suspension either way is a great choice. Choose something that's going to work for your build. Tires are another big thing. We've upgraded the tires on the Tundra to a 35-inch tire, and we've coupled it with some XD wheels. Tire choice is important from a mud terrain to a kind of hybrid all-terrain, and then wheel size is important. So make sure you're focusing on the need for your truck and how you intend in using it. All right, we're at the very tail end of the vehicle. We're talking about rear bumpers. The rear bumper is another great area to upgrade for your Overland Tundra build. We've upgraded with our brand new Tundra rear bumper. The rear bumper is a direct bolt-on. It doesn't require any modification. It incorporates the sensor mounts and reverse light mounts and your blind spot monitoring, which is a new feature for us on this Tundra rear bumper. Another thing that we decided to do is we're retaining the factory receiver hitch, and that's key for a lot of users that have Tundras out there. You're using them for towing and other applications, and so we wanted to maintain the integrity of the tow value of this truck. So that's our Tundra build. The Tundra is a great platform to use. The full-size nature of this truck make it very family friendly and very usable for most people and individuals. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful and instructional on some ideas and ways to build your Overland Tundra. If you have any questions at all, check out our website, reach out to us through social media, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this that explain about CBI and Prinsu products.